I first grabbed one of these wooden stockings from Hobby Lobby. And just to start as a base coat, I am just painting the bottom of the stocking in this Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster and just allow that to completely dry. I then got these awesome skull napkins from Walmart. So these do have a 2-ply to them. So all you have to do is just separate both of the plies. You want to make sure that you do this slowly and carefully. You want to make sure that your napkins do not rip. And once those are pulled apart, you want to apply a generous amount of Mod Podge onto the stocking. Always make sure that your Mod Podge is smoothed evenly. Make sure you get all those edges, corners, wherever. But again, just make sure that it is nice and smooth. Then just go ahead and apply the napkin on top. You could do the iron-on method, but I didn't have any parchment paper, so I'm just using a Ziploc bag to smooth out any of those wrinkles. Once that Mod Podge is dry, I just used a sanding block and went all along the edges just to take some of that excess napkin right off. And this just leaves you with a nice smooth finish. I then picked up this scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby. And I cut out almost like a half circle, one for the foot of the stocking and one for the heel of the stocking. I then applied some Mod Podge on the back of the scrapbook paper rather than putting it onto the stocking itself, just because if you put too much where you don't need it onto the stocking, you could see the Mod Podge. It just comes off looking way different than the rest of the stocking. So I just put it on the back of the scrapbook paper, smoothed it out with my fingers, allow that Mod Podge to dry, and then again using my sanding block to sand off any of that excess scrapbook paper. And look at how cute this is coming out. I love it. And then to seal and protect the napkin and the scrapbook paper, just go over it again with another layer of Mod Podge. Again, just make sure it's a nice even amount and allow that to dry. I then got this faux fur from Michael's. I'm just going to be using this as the top portion of the stocking. So first I'm just tracing it out. Once I had that traced out, I just cut off any of that excess that I did not need. And then I just applied a generous amount of hot glue on the top of the stocking and just held that faux fur down until the glue was completely hardened. And how awesome does this look? I love it so much. I then just grabbed some black buttons and I'm just going to hot glue those to the feet of the stocking. This is just to add a little bit of an accent, completely optional, but I thought this came out super cute. I then made this large fluffy bow off of my Easy Bow Maker. How adorable is that? And I'm just going to apply some of this adhesive glue I got from Dollar Tree. It's a great substitute for E6000. And I'm mixing it with hot glue. And I'm just going to place that at the top left corner of the stocking and just hold that down until it is completely adhered. And there you go, guys. How adorable was this spooky stocking? I think it came out so awesome. I hope this inspires you to create your own in your own special way. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so much, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.